بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا والسيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلله فلا هادي له. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. أوصيكم وإياي أولا باتقوا الله فقد فاز المتقون، كما قال الله تعالى في القرآن الكريم بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم: يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. وقال الله أيضا: آمن الرسول بما أنزل إليه من ربه والمؤمنون كل آمن بالله وملائكته وكتبه ورسله إلى آخر آية. وقال الله أيضا: ليس البر أن تولوا وجوهكم قبل المشرق والمغرب ولكن بر من آمن بالله واليوم الآخر والملائكة والكتاب والنبيين. وبعد فإن خير الكلام كلام الله وأحسن الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Inshallah, to all brothers and sisters, let's begin our day with the morning invocation, morning dua. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka hamidun majid. Allahumma bika asbahna wa bika amsayna wa bika nahya wa bika namut wa ilayka nushur. Bismillahillazi la yadurru ma ismihi shay'un fil ardi ولا في السماء وهو السميع العليم. رضيت بالله ربا وبالإسلام دينا وبمحمد نبيا. اللهم زدني علما نافعا ورزقا طيبا وعملا متقبلا. يا مقلب القلوب ثبت قلوبنا على دينك وعلى طاعتك. اللهم أدخلنا جنة وأجرنا من النار. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. وصلى الله على محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين والحمد لله رب العالمين. Amin Ya Rabbal Alamin. All praise due to Allah Almighty, the Creator, the All-Knowing, the All-Seeing, the one who planned the best plan for all of us who believe in Him, the one who will protect those who seek His protection and forgive those who seek His forgiveness. May Allah Rabbal Alamin make us among the people who are thankful, grateful to Allah Rabbal Alamin. We are not ungrateful people. We are people who are very grateful to Allah for all the bounties that He has given us from the day we were born until today. And also we ask Allah Rabbul Alameen to make us among the people who always remember Him wherever we are. How busy we are, we never forget Allah Rabbul Alameen. By remembering Allah a lot, it will safeguard. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It will protect us from a lot of bad things. Brothers and sisters, the few ayah that I recite together in this morning is about what Allah is telling us, referring to righteous people. We all want to be righteous people. We want to be good people. When we try ourselves to be a good person now, it will make it easier for us to be a good people in our ending inshallah. Yeah? Somebody want to have a good ending, but they don't want to be a good person now. They just have a plan to be a good, to have a good ending. No. You want to have a good ending, you must plan by now. Yeah? It's like when you want to keep your body healthy, you must plan by now. You must know what to eat, what not to eat, have a balanced diet, then inshallah you enjoy your happiness and your health. You cannot just eat anything you want and then you say at the end of the day, I want to be healthy. No, I want to keep my body slim and fit, but we don't care about our food, we don't have a good lifestyle, then you'll never get what you want. Allah is telling us in Surah Al-Baqarah, the longest surah in the Quran, لَيْسَ الْبِرَّ أَن تُوَلُّوا وُجُوهَكُمْ قِبَلَ الْمَشْرِقِ وَالْمَغْرِبِ وَلَكِنَّ الْبِرَّ مَنْ آمَنَ بِاللَّهِ وَيَوْمِ الْآخِرِ وَأَقَامَ الصَّلَاةَ وَآتَى الزَّكَاةَ إِلَى الْآخِرِ ayah. Now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying righteous does not only mean that you turn your faces toward the east or the west. Today we have a lot of people, sometimes they look to the west and they say the west is greener than us. Sometimes they turn to the east. So we keep on moving our direction. But in the same time you have people who always worship Allah. They direct themselves to Mecca, where we know that soon everybody is going to perform Hajj, and Hajj only in Mecca. Even then Allah said, you are not considered as a righteous person just by praying. Praying is a ritual, but it's not a sign that you are a righteous person yet. That's why you see there are people who pray and they lie, they cheat, they are hypocrites, and they are still praying. So Allah is telling us, وَلَكِنَّ الْبِرَّ مَنْ آمَنَ بِاللَّهِ يَوْمَ الْآخِرِ وَالْمَلَائِكَةِ وَالْكِتَابِ وَالنَّبِيِّينَ. Righteousness is a person who believes in Allah, number one. All of us have believed in Allah. That's why we are here, to get to know Allah better. How? I will continue after this ayah. Then Allah said, after they believe in Allah, the next thing that is very important is to believe in the last day, Al-Akhirah. Here is Allah, there is Al-Akhirah. Why, if you know there's a place that you are going and it's a one-way ticket, you are not coming back anymore, then you must prepare your journey well. A lot of people fail to be a better person because their iman towards the last day is very weak. They just think about what they are doing now, what they are facing now. They forget about Al-Akhirah. That's why there's hadith that I always share with all the good brothers and sisters here. The Prophet said, "Man kana yu'min billah wa yawmul akhir, falyaqul khairan aw liyasmut. Man kana yu'min billah wa yawmul akhir, falyukrim dayfah. Man kana yu'min billah wa yawmul akhir, falyukrim jarah." One hadith, the Prophet mentioned three things. Whoever believes in Allah and the last day, then be careful of your speech. Be careful. Anything you want to say, make sure it's good. If not, silent is better. So a believing male and female are very careful in their words, in their speech. Because whatever you say is like a bullet. When you shoot out, it's very hard to pull back. It's gone. It injured the person now. Only with the mercy of Allah, that person will start to be positive again, inshallah. And the Prophet continued by saying, whoever believes in Allah and the last day, you must honor your neighbor. Your neighbor may not honor you, but you must try to honor them. Having good neighbor is a blessing. No? Today we have a lot of neighbors staying in this flat. We have a lot of neighbors, but no one seems to know each other. No? That is the environment we are living in. Before we live in the village, from one corner to another corner, everybody seems to know one another. If anybody come and ask, do you know so and so? Oh yeah, she's at the corner. Then people say, these are busybody, you know. They like to get, no, it's not busybody. They care for everybody. Yeah. The third one, the Prophet ﷺ said is, whoever believes in Allah in the Day of Judgment, you must honor your guests. Yeah. We are all guests, especially those who are going to perform Hajj. They are all Duyuf ar-Rahman, the guests of Allah. Yeah. Brothers and sisters, we have been so blessed in a way that the religion that we choose to believe in and the way of life that we choose to follow is not just from Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It is from Allah to Angel Gabriel. And Angel Gabriel was sent by Allah to teach all of us about our religion. Our Prophet is just to convey the message. He did not come up with this concept, these principles, but it's from Allah to Angel Gabriel, and Angel Gabriel came and taught us about our religion. Can you imagine the religion that we are following, the religion that we are believing in? It's not from human being. It's not a man-made religion. I share with you this very popular hadith first. The Prophet ﷺ mentioned in one of the hadiths from Umar ibn Khattab radiyallahu anhu, بينما نحن جلوس عند رسول الله ذات يوم اطلع علينا رجل شديد البياضين ثياب شديد السواد الشعر لا يرى عليه أثر السفر ولا يعرف منا أحد حتى جلس إلى النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم فأسند ركبتيه إلى ركبتيه وضع كفيه على فخذيه قال يا محمد أخبرني عن الإسلام إلى آخر الحديث. One day, while we were sitting with Allah's Messenger, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, normally when the companion is talking about while they are sitting, meaning they are sitting in a halaqah. There's no chair like today. We have chairs, they're sitting down. And the place that they always choose to sit with the Prophet is in Rawdah. Yeah? Rawdah. When the Prophet said, Ma bayna bayti wa mimbari Rawdah min al-Jannah. There is a place known as Rawdah al-Jannah, and there is an area between my house where I live in and my mimbar. If the house is here, the mimbar is at the back. Now this space is called Rawdah. Until today you go to Medina, this area have a different color of pillars to show us when you're in, this is Rawdah, Garden of Paradise. Why you consider that as a garden of, that's where the Prophet always Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, yeah, taught his companion. There's a lot of nasiha, there are a lot of teaching. So when you are in an environment of seeking knowledge, the angels is always there. There are angels around us, inshallah. Now while we are sitting with the Prophet ﷺ, a man suddenly appeared before us, wearing a very white dress and having very black hair. Wearing a very white dress and having black hair, without any signs of a traveler, without any sign of journey. And none of us knew him. And the unique thing is, none of the companions knew this guy. But the way he appeared in front of them, like he is not a traveler, meaning he is just staying very close to the mosque. It's like, after you're taking a good bath, you dress up and then you walk into the mosque. No dirt, no sweat, very fresh looking person. He approached now, he started to come, keep on approaching until he sat in front of the Prophet ﷺ. He was the last one to enter. The rest of the companion is sitting in front of the Prophet. It's like now, just example, the Prophet is sitting here and all of you are sitting around. Then the latecomer, they have to walk in and they keep on approaching until he reached, and he sat before the Prophet ﷺ. The way he chose to sit down is very unique. Never happened among the companion and the Prophet. How? He approached until he sat before the Prophet ﷺ with his knees touching. With his knee touching the Prophet's knee. There is how close? Knee to knee. No companion have ever done that when they are sitting with the Prophet. They give space. But now this is knees to knee. This is how close. Then he places his hand on his thigh and said, "O Muhammad, Ya Muhammad, Akhbirni an al-Islam." He said to the Prophet, inform me, tell me, what is Islam? It's a very interesting dialogue. Now, he is asking the Prophet, tell me, what is Islam? It's like a person who wants to know about Islam. So the Prophet ﷺ, he's a man who is very committed with the mission. Whenever anybody asks him about the basic teaching of the deen, the fundamental of Islam, he will immediately respond. Then he said, Bunya al-Islam. Al-Islam an tashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa anna Muhammadar Rasulullah. وتقيم الصلاة وتؤتي الزكاة وتصوم رمضان وتحج البيت إن استطعت إليه سبيلا. So the Prophet said, Islam is to bear witness that none has the right to be worshipped except Allah. No shirk, tawheed. And I, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, wa anna, and indeed Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the messenger of Allah. He have to recite that because this is from Allah. Then offer the 5-time prayer. That's why all the Muslims in the world, they pray 5 times a day. Then pay zakat every year. Any surplus that Allah gives you, don't be stingy. Don't think that you are the owner of all these things. This belongs to Allah. You have any surplus, give back. And Allah give us something, give back. Time for you to give back. Purify. Zakat means purifying. Whatever income that Allah has given us. Then fast in the month of Ramadan. And perform Hajj in Makkah. If you are able and have the means to make the journey. 3 things that you must do with condition. 2 without any condition. Praying, you don't need any condition. You cannot say, I have no money, because you don't need to spend any cent for prayer. If there's no mosque around, you can pray anywhere. You don't have to go to the mosque. Every area, every place other than the toilet or a filthy area is a place of worship. You don't have to buy joystick, fruits, anything to pray. You just take your wudu. If there's no water, dry cleaning, tayammum, and you pray. Shahada, you don't need any money, so there's no excuse. This one, without condition, you must do. It is your responsibility towards the Creator, and the Creator's responsibility towards us is to reward us kindly and enter all of us into paradise. That is His duty. Our duty is to remember Him, acknowledge the Creator, acknowledge the last messenger, and pray. When it comes to fasting, zakat, and hajj, there is condition. Zakat only can be an obligation when you have more than what Allah have given you. In 1 year time, the whole and the nisab. If the nisab of the country said, whoever have 15,000 ringgit per year untouched, 15,000 ringgit untouched, then you have to pay 2.5% after that. Just 2.5%. Allah gives you so much. In return, He only asks 2.5% per year. But if you have any saving below 15,000 ringgit, no zakat. Because you are not considered as people who have extra. You need some saving for any emergencies. Islam is a very organized religion. Even you want to go to Hajj, you must have money. Not only for your journey, you must have enough money to leave behind for your family, your children. They have to survive for 1 month. Your wife who are not traveling with you, she have right upon you. You cannot say, Alhamdulillah, tawakkal Allah, labbaik Allahumma labbaik, khalas. How about your children, your wife? Allah take care. No. Allah wants you to take care. The same thing today when people want to travel to do a lot of charity work. They want to go to Syria, they want to go to this place, that place, to do a lot of good things. Good intention. But we hope those who are organizing all these kind of activities to encourage the Muslim to participate in all this good work, don't forget the ruling. Don't just say, come. If those who have family, ask them. Do we have family? Yes, good. Children, how old are they? Okay, get to know them. You want to come with us to do all this good work. But we know welfare always Start from home. Have you taken care of the children? Do your children, the young children, need your presence here? If they need your presence, stay back. You don't have to come. Maybe next trip. Oh, it's okay. No, no, no. We do not want to encourage you to do something. You enjoy traveling, but you never take up your basic responsibility. You must make sure that you can even ask if he have the wife. Ask the wife, how do you think? I don't think you should take my husband now. I don't think my husband should leave us. You know, he left to have children, one after one after one. In 3 years married, now we have 6 children because we have twin. Now, and he's leaving us. Who is going to help me? Oh, no. Those who organize these activities must have the responsibility to check. Even those who want to Hajj, do you have enough to live on? If they say no, stay back. Your time will come. These are all with condition. You want to fast with condition. Is this fasting is going to cause more harm to your body? Are you healthy? Are you well? If you are not healthy, then Allah do not want you to fast. And you are not just unhealthy in the month of Ramadan, you are unhealthy the whole year. So there's no fasting. You can't, because it may cause more harm. Then you redeem with fidyah. Allah is always showing us ways to make life easier, but you must be sincere to Him. You have money to spend here and then keeping this bank, that bank, but you come to the local bank, only 14,900, not 15,000 yet. So no zakat. You can hide from your loved one, you can hide from the government, you cannot hide from Allah. And who will be the witness? The angel will be the witness. Every time you count your money, the angel also count with you. You forgot about that. They are counting. Their machine never go wrong. They don't have this problem. Our machine something got jammed. But the angel, very detailed, digital one. You don't believe, you see, when you meet Allah, the angel will be called to bear witness. Fasting the same. You fast when you are able, you can't, then another way out, you redeem. But you remember in the time of the Prophet, there's someone who newly converted to Islam, and when fasting month came in, he just failed. He do not just fail the fasting month, but he failed to control himself. Half day now he having intimacy with the wife. It's not the wife who is want. If the wife also want it, then the wife also have to pay kafara. But if the husband force the wife have no choice. If not, he is going to torture the wife, beat up the wife give in now. Then he have to fast 2 months continuously for each day. Each day he commit that intimacy, he have to fast, pay back 2 months continuously. Now this hadith is very interesting. So this man said to the Prophet, how can you call me to fast 2 months continuously? Even the first day of fasting I fail. The first day of fasting I fail. How can I fast 2 months? So the Prophet said, if you can't, then pay fidyah. He said, how can I pay fidyah? I have no money. I'm a poor guy. Poor guy, but very energetic. Sometimes people are poor, mashallah, have a lot of children. We who Allah have give comfort of life, sometimes to get one baby is so difficult. But Allah is so great. All the poor people, 1 + 1 + 1, no problem. Sometimes we got, also we are asking, don't you plan? While planning, they are still getting a lot. Without planning, only Allah knows. So then the Prophet gathered some tamar, some food, and passed it to him. Now you go and redeem your fast. Pay. Feed 60 people. Go and feed them. Then he said, Ya Rasulullah, in this area nobody is poorer than me. I am the poorest among the poor. The Prophet smiled at him. Okay, keep the money, keep the food. You survive with the food. Now to show us, you see, Islam is not here to punish us, but to show you way out. But if you can, you don't lie to Allah. Do your level best. Allah only wants you to do your level best. So for zakat, condition, you must have haul and nisab. Reach 1 year maturity and enough. You reach the amount. Ramadan, you must make sure fasting will not cause more harm to your body. Check your body. If you are on medication, you cannot live without medication, then you have to break your fast. And you pay fidya. For Hajj, of course, even you want to travel to the Holy Land, you must get yourself prepared. So the same go to what I say, people want to do good work, ask. If they have wife and children, check. And if they have husband and children, sometimes they are women who are very active. They just cannot stay at home. They want to do a lot of good things. But you must make sure that they got the permission, the blessing from the husband. If not, then you create problem. You must ask the husband, are you okay if your wife would like to travel with us for this kind of journey, this kind of mission? And the husband said, no problem. I think she may need a break for a while. She have a good intention. I support her involvement. No problem. If not, you cannot just come, don't care. Here, my husband, don't care about your husband. The husband knows how to take care of everything. You cannot do this. You are misguiding the people, and you are creating a lot of problem for the family. And sometimes because of this, they are fighting at home, and you don't know. You must have the principle, the adab, the SOP, what you can, what you can. If they are not married, ask their parent. You have to ask somebody, do you know why you have to do that, brother and sister? This is the Islamic guidance. You have to ask to honor the elders. Maybe the father, the mother is not well, need their children to be aside, to be with them. And you don't care. And what kind of organization is this? You just think of yourself traveling here and doing all, and you forget your basic thing, that your parents need your care, need your attention. That is Islam. You want to do anything, check. If the parents said, no problem, I enjoy. If my daughter or my son go and do this good thing, we also get some special reward because we give him the support. That is good. But now the parent is suffering. And they need them around to bring them for checkup, for dialysis and so on. And we say, no, come. Fi sabilillah. You remember in the time of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when the call of jihad was there, and then the Prophet asked, do you have any elderly parent behind? Yes, my father and my mom. Who is taking care of them? I'm the only son. Go home. They need you more than us. That is your jihad. Be with your parents. Allahu Akbar. Look at the discipline. And look at what we are doing today. We don't care anymore. And our organization sometimes is non-caring organization. We care. We care for what? You must show that you organize all these things Islamically so that Allah will bless the journey. Because while they are doing good thing outside, something good is happening inside. That is how Allah Rabbul Alameen wants us to do. Allahu Akbar. Now when Angel Gabriel, when the Prophet answered this question, he answered, Qal sadaqta. He said, you spoke the truth. And this creates some uneasiness among the companions, including Omar. This guy came and asked the Prophet something, and then he said to the Prophet, you spoke the truth. Then the dialogue continued. First, the companion said, فَأَجِبْنَا لَهُ بِأَسْأَلَهُ وَيُصَدِّقُهُ. Then he said, فَأَخْبِرْنِي عَنِ الْإِيمَانِ. Tell me, what is this iman? What is this belief in Islam? The Prophet answered, أَن تُؤْمِنَ بِاللَّهِ وَمَلَائِكَتِهِ وَكُتُبِهِ وَرُسُلِهِ وَيَوْمِ الْآخِرِ وَتُؤْمِنَ بِالْقَدْرِهِ خَيْرٍ وَالشَّرِّ. قال صدقت. قال فأخبرني عن الإحسان. قال أن تعبد الله كأنك تراه فإن لم تكن تراه فإنه يراك. قال أخبرني عن الساعة. قال ما المسؤول عنها بأعلم من السائل. Then the question continued. The man said, tell me about Iman. So the Prophet said, Iman is the belief in Allah, believe in the angel of Allah, and believe in his book, believe in all the prophets and the messengers, the last day, and to believe in the divine preordainment, qadar and qada. Then he answered, you spoke the truth. The third one, he said, inform me about ihsan. This is something very basic, but I have to remind all of us again because it's something to do with angels. What is ihsan? The Prophet ﷺ answered, أَن تَعْبُدَ اللَّهَ كَأَنَّكَ تَرَاهُ فَإِن تَكُنْ تَرَاهُ فَإِنَّهُ يَرَاكَ. Meaning, when you do any act of worship, any good thing, you must remember, Allah is there watching over you. You can't see Allah. Even Allah is there, you can't see Him. Allah do not allow this naked eye to see Him in this world. But Allah will allow all of us to see Him in Akhirah, but not this world. It may confuse everybody. If there is a hadith that you can see Allah in this world, then somebody will create something, and then the shaitan also play his role, and then say, Allah look like this because I saw him in my dream. Then another guy say, oh, I saw Allah in another image again. Then everybody will come up with so many images, and they get things more confused. So Allah is all-knowing and say, no one see me in this life. Even the Prophet was not given the opportunity to see Allah in His real form. Why? Allah knows best. Look at what happened to all of us. By knowing some good people, now we are worshipping them. How about if you can see God? If you can see angel, I don't know how many pictures of the angel we are going to hang around our house. Yeah, so angel had this, like this, like this. No? But Allah make it very safe for us. Yeah? Then He asked, tell me about the last day. Yeah? Tell me. Now you have informed me about Islam, Iman, Ihsan. Now inform me about the doom days, the hour, as-sa'ah. When he asked the Prophet the fourth time, now the Prophet gave a very unique answer. First, he gave the answer, 5 pillars. Second, 6 articles of faith. Third, 1 pillar of ihsan. The last one, he said, Allahu Akbar. The one asked has no more knowledge of it than the questioner. And now the whole situation changed. Yeah? The one who asked, yeah, has lesser. When somebody asks you something and you realize that you don't have the knowledge, but deep in your heart you know this person is not a normal person anymore. Because he asks you, you answer, he confirmed that he is not a person who has no knowledge. And that's why the Prophet said, the one who asks me have more knowledge than the one who's being questioned. And then it continued. Give me some sign. Angel said to Muhammad, just give me some signs. So he said, an amaratiha qala an talidana al amatu rabatatha wa an tara al khufat al urat al a'la ri'a al sha' wa tawaluna fil bunyan thumma intalaqa falabista maliyan thumma qali ya Umar atadri man as-sa'il qultu Allah wa rasuluhu a'lam. Now, this is how it ends. He said, inform me about the signs of the doom days. The Prophet said, the signs are, the slave girl will give birth to her mistress, and you will see the barefooted, naked, impoverished shepherds competing with each other in tall buildings. See, thousands of years ago, question been asked and answer was given. Number one, the time will come where the parent become like a servant to the children. Is it happening today? We give birth to our children, we give them everything. Now they're grown up, now they are married, and then they also bear children, like how we bear children. Now they pass their children back to you. Mama, take care of my baby. You are big now, you want to have some freedom, time for me to move around. Last time we cannot travel because of this, baby 1, baby 2. Now we have sacrificed all the money we invest on them, and now they are free. Man, they are lady now. They have their own income, they have their own money. It's time for me. That's why only when we grow old we can go to Hajj. We can have some saving now because our children are very independent. We can, before we can't. And now, no, Papa, oh no, Mama, you have to take care of my baby. Are we their mates? But if the grandmother is there to take care, to offer Allahu Akbar, all of us should be very, very thankful and grateful. Don't be unthankful anymore. Do you love grandchildren, brothers and sisters? For the Dato and the Datin? Because they give you a title that nobody can take it away. Dato and Datin. It's a given title from Allah. Of course we love it. It makes us very happy to see them around. Sometimes you talk to your grandchildren. Will you take care of me when I grow old, very old? Some grandchildren say, of course. We love you. We will take care of you. Sometimes some children say, yeah, I will take care of you when you're old. Can you hold my hand like I'll hold your hand now? Children are innocent. They don't know what they are saying, but we just want to have some conversations. Children are very smart today. No, I'm not going to hold your hand, because you're too heavy. But I'll buy you a stick. But how can the stick help? Your grandfather is very old. He needs you to help. And the stick can break. I'll give him a strong one. Or I give him two. Now for them to think of that is very unique. We never think of that. Sometimes it's challenging, The second thing, the Prophet ﷺ was saying that you'll come and experience the time, the doomsday is getting closer, when you see all these barefooted shepherds, all the desert people is building, competing with high rising building. Is this happening? When you talk about the barefooted, you are referring to who? Yeah, you are referring to the Middle East. And you see the building that they are competing, the highest. And it's happening. Then this stranger stand up and left. The Prophet remained seated for quite a while until he disappeared. He went out from the mosque. Then the Prophet started to ask me, who? Omar ibn Khattab. Ya Omar, do you know who the questioner was? Omar said, Allah and His Messenger know best. Look at the companion. They are very sincere, humble people. When they don't know, they say, I don't know. Sometimes we will add something. I think I've seen him somewhere before. Don't talk about seeing him when you don't even know him. Better say, no, I don't know. So they said, Allah and His Messenger know best. Now look at the saying of the Prophet, the ending. He said, that was Jibreel, the angels. The angel Gabriel, he came to teach you your religion. Now this is something that we want everybody to understand about the importance in believing in the angels, because the angel is here to help us. Gabriel have came and confirmed that this religion, Islam, is not from Muhammad. It's not a man-made religion. It's from Allah, sent it through the angel confirmed and delivered it to Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, and now the Prophet have to recite it again, mention it again, and he will come and reconfirm. Yes, this is what Allah Rabbul Alamin want us to believe. So how blessed are we that the religion that we are following is not a man-made, unchanged, unaltered, Nobody can omit anything, plus anything, except just to follow. Al-yawma akmaltu lakum dinakum. Today, I have perfected the religion for you. The importance of knowing the angels. Yeah? We are coming back to the book now. Page 93. Is it page 93 today? And the title, Israfil and the Horn Blower. Israfil is not mentioned in the Quran, but this name is mentioned in the following dua that the Prophet ﷺ sometimes said when he started his night prayer. When the Prophet performed the night prayer, he may recite certain dua, yeah, different night, different dua sometime. One of the dua is Allahumma Rabb Jibril wa Mikail wa Israfil Fatir as-samawati wal ardi alim al-ghaybi wa shahada anta tahkumu bayna ibadik fima kanu fihi yakhtalifun ihdini lima ikhtulifa fihi min al-haqqi bi'izni innaka la tahdi man tasha innaka tahdi man tasha ila siratil mustaqim. Oh Allah, you are the Lord of Gabriel. You are the Lord of Mikael, the creator of Gabriel and Mikael. You remember angel Mikael? You remember angel Mikael? Yeah. There's a movie about Mikael. Yeah. And the hero is the one who become Mikael is who? Anybody remember? There's a movie about angel Mikael from Hollywood. And who was Mikael? Anybody remember? No, good. That means you are not a movie lover. Yeah. But neither I went for that movie, you know. But sometimes when you're shopping, you saw all these titles going on. You know. The one become Mikael in the movie start with a name John. And Israfil, the Prophet is telling us, who is Allah? He is the creator of Gabriel, Mikael, and Israfil. You are the creator of the heavens and earth. You, O Allah, know all about what we cannot see and what we can see. It's in the knowledge of Allah, the ghaibiyah, the shahada. Anything unseen is in the knowledge of Allah. And thing that you can't see, you don't go in detail. Then you are lying. You are creating some lie now. The one who can see everything is Allah. You judge among your servants when they disagree. Now this is a reminder to all of us. If you believe in Allah and the angel, you know that when you have any problem, let us go back to the judgment of Allah. Don't follow your feeling. Don't follow your idea. Don't follow your own egos. Just go back to Allah for judgment. He is the best judge because He nobody. And nobody is above Allah's rule. If you are right, you are right. You are wrong, you are wrong. But when it comes to human-made law, it's very unique. The wrong can be right, the right can be wrong. To Allah, no. A is A, B is B, white is white, black is black, colors. But human, their weaknesses is they have their personal interest. It's like a lawyer, any one of us who are a lawyer here in the future. You must remember, you want to take up a case, you don't just come and listen one side and then you say, I will bring your case, I will fight for you. What are you trying to tell the world? In Islam, you have no right to come into a matters. When somebody is having some problem, you have no right to interfere until you are prepared to listen from both sides. Then you have a better understanding. Are you protecting somebody, or are you just exploiting the situation to get some money out from your client? You must ask yourself, you want me to help you? Okay, I have to get some story from you. I listen. Now I have to even check with the other party before I will come in. But now today, lawyer don't do this. Do lawyer do this today? Lawyer will give you more idea. This one, we will do this, we will do that. Astaghfirullah. You will create more, you are creating more problem. So the wrong guy, they can manipulate you. You want money, they give you money. And you are protecting the wrongdoer. That's why all this problem is happening around us, because the wrongdoer who have money, they feel that they will be protected. They are not worried to do more wrong things. Because I have money, I get the best lawyer. Please, you know, when you are protecting the wrongdoer, you are just like them. You are supporting the bad guy. That's why the bad guy keep on doing bad things, because you are there. No problem, I will bail you out. Then there's nothing for them to worry. Today you steal just 1,000, you were caught, they bail you out, and you have to pay the lawyer fee. Now you have to steal 10,000 now. Why? Because you have to pay the lawyer. And he will keep you outside, and you keep on supporting them. Astaghfirullah. Anybody who come to you and seek some advice, can you help us to solve the disagreement between me and the A and the B? Never mind, you tell me your story. I will check with the other guy, the B, and I will see. When I hear from both parties, then with the knowledge that Allah give me, maybe I know. Then I'm going to help both parties come, sit down. You don't even have to go to the court. You solve your problem outside the court. When you go to the court, the case will prolong. And your worry is going to prolong. The issue can be solved in 10 minutes. You take years and you spend unnecessary. Look at what the Prophet have shown us. Talking about who knows better about what is happening than Allah. And if you know the angel is there, you know you cannot lie. The angel is your witness. You, Allah, judge among your servants when they disagree. So the Prophet always, even he, the Prophet who was guided by Allah, he kept on asking, guide me. The Prophet also asked Allah for guidance. By your permission to the truth when the people differ in anything. You, O Allah, truly guide whom you will go to the straight path, who want to follow. Today a lot of people is using the people who have knowledge to protect their wrongdoing. You have betrayed your profession. Your duty is to protect who is right. And you cannot interfere until you hear from both parties. You know, in Islam, if a husband and wife is having problem and they can't solve the problem, the best thing is you appoint your representative, hakam, and the other party appoint also a representative. Among your family members, who are closer than us is our family, or people who are very close to you. Not the lawyer don't even know you. The lawyer only know, do you have the money to pay my fees? Because it's work. Who know about our life more than our own family who are close to us? You must trust somebody. Get the elders or a scholar who know. And then what must we do? Just listen from one side. Tell me everything, A to Z. Oh, you are right, man. We have a good case. We are going to hit at them badly. No problem. No. And after that, we will demand A, B, C, plus, plus. No, the idea now is growing. You can't. You know, a hakam is a person, I will listen from my client, and then I must take the initiative. I want to see the other party. Because I want to find the best way to solve the problem, the dispute among two parties. Now, how can you solve the problem without listening from both sides? That's why Allah said, "In ja'akum fasikum binaba'in fatabayyanu." Anybody come to you with a story, with a case, before you want to get involved, fatabayyanu. You must check. You must clarify it from both parties. If you say, "Oh, don't go and ask them," no, I'm sorry. If you don't want me to do that, I can't. Is that easier to solve a problem, brother and sister? If your children is complaining, "Papa, brother beat me." Most of us always are very unjust. We always put pressure to the elders. What you have done to your younger brother, you should take care of them. Astaghfirullah. Have some patience. What happened? My baby number 2, what happened to you? Brother. Of course, everything brother, what? Everything sister. And then we say, what you do to your younger brother, you should take. Why you are talking about? You are judging him now. First you ask the young brother, what happened? He's telling me, oh, call the big brother. What really happened? Then you understand the story. The one who are naughty is not the big one, it's the small one. The smallest is manipulating the we as parent. You know. And now the elder feel, what kind of father I have, man? Always my brother cry. Always the young one cry. The old one always not cry. And that's why when you are not there, they bully the young one more. Because of you, Papa, scold me. Now I'm going to put pressure on you. You must be wise. You must say, oh, what you have done. I don't do anything. If you don't do anything, I don't think your brother will do anything to you. Brother normally will love the young one. But you know, young one, they want attention, extra attention. They get very jealous. Sometimes the big one also get jealous. So you must use wisdom. Listen. Oh, like that. Come. Sit down. Do you know why your brother said this to you? Yeah, because he wants to save you. You cannot do this. It's dangerous, but you don't understand. Then some big brothers, they just don't want to talk to the younger brother. Younger brother don't want to listen to them. They just pinch you, give you some pinch, make you cry. When you cry, they are happy. As parents, we don't like to see our children cry. We thought that the eldest is bullying the young one. They forget that the young one is bullying the eldest. The eldest cannot take anymore. They just have to give you some bite and then see how you respond. No, it's very interesting. Children is also a test. When Allah said, ask Allah for judgment, ask Allah to judge. Everybody must go back to Allah's guidance. And don't think that we know better. Yeah? And this is very important. Yeah? To understand the dua. When Allah wants to end the life in this world, the whole world that is living now will have an ending. That's what we call the last day. The last day for every living thing. A horn will be blown. Everyone will then die except for those whom Allah wants to keep alive. The horn will be blown again and everyone will rise from death. As Allah said, there's two times the Israfil will blow the horn. وَنُفِقَ فِي الصُّورِ فَصَعِقَ مَنْ فِي السَّمَاوَاتِ وَمَنْ فِي الْأَرْضِ إِلَّا مَنْ شَاءَ اللَّهُ ثُمَّ نُفِقَ فِيهِ أُخْرَى فَإِذَا هُمْ قِيَامٌ يَنْظُرُونَ. In Surah Zumar, verses 68, Allah said, Surah Zumar, Surah 39. And the horn will be blown. All who are in the heaven and on earth will fall dead, except those whom Allah will spare. Then it will be blown again, and at once they will all be standing and looking around. That is why you call it Yawm al-Qiyamah, the standing day. Yawm al-Qiyamah also is known as the standing day. The day that everybody will raise up standing. You have no leg here, Allah gives you a new pair of legs. You can't stand here, you are sitting on there, Allah will make you stand, because that is the day of standing. Qiyamah. Qiyam means standing. That's why you call Qiyamah Yawmul Qiyamah. Nobody will be given a chair. Nobody. Everybody will raise up and everybody have to stand. And no one will move from the place that you raise up until Allah asks us 4 important questions. We will talk about the 4 later on. This horn will be blown by an angel whom Allah appointed for this special job. That means there's an angel, his job is just holding the horn now and just wait for Allah command. Blow, then they blow. The Prophet said again, the meaning, indeed the eyesight of the holder of the horn is ever ready since he was given charge of this job, to blow the horn. He looks steadily toward the throne, fearing if he blinks that the command will come before his glance return to him. He don't even blink. The eye never blink. His eye is open, like 2 shining stars, like 2 bright planets, open all the time. Never once the angel who's in charge of blowing the horn blink his eye, just open, because he's waiting for the command. Similarly, Abu Sa'id al-Qudri and a number of the companions reported, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam remind us again the meaning. How can I feel secure when the holder of the horn has placed the horn against his mouth and has bent his forehead? When you blow something, that means you are bending. You are bending to do what? To get ready and to take a deep breath. That means you are bending, you are going to blow now. So the Prophet is, how can I feel secure? How can I relax? I have no time to relax. It's my duty to do what I can. Today we have a lot of time to relax. Yeah. Holiday, relax day. Sunday also relax day. Saturday, another relax. But Prophet, he don't relax like us. The Prophet relax after he do what he had to do, and he relaxed by remembering Allah through the prayer. He find peace. He find a lot of relaxation through prayer. But we hardly find relax through our prayer. He listened carefully. Who listened carefully? Angel Israfil. The eye is open, the ear is open, just waiting for any sign to come. When Allah said, blow, then he blew. The first blow is what? Only twice he will blow. The first blow is for what? The first blow is to make everything on this planet die, stop. Everything unplug, collapse. Qiyamah is a day that the Prophet don't like all of us to face. Yeah. Too heavy. Can you imagine what is going to happen? The not yet Muslim scientifically they believe in the Big Bang. Allah have said to us, once upon a time, the heaven and the earth is one. And I, Allah, decide to divide them. The one that is above, go up. The one that is below, go down. But when the time comes, these two will join together again, like a sandwich. So everything that survives, every living thing that is in all this planet will die, except those who Allah spare their life. And then what do the Prophet said about the blow after they are combined together? Allah will roll this planet like a spring roll. You know spring roll? We always eat spring roll, popiah, with some ingredient inside, Allah will roll like a carpet. That means whatever is there, color's gone. Then the second blow, everything come back to life while standing. Now this is a very important knowledge for people who believe that none of us will escape the day of judgment. But Alhamdulillah, I believe we will escape this blow. Because when that time comes, يَوْمَ يَفِرُّ مَرْءُ مِنْ أَخِيهِ وَأُمِّهِ وَأَبِيهِ وَصَاحِبَتِهِ وَبَنِيهِ. Can you imagine the people who are eating, people who are having pregnancy, the baby will just drop without they feeling the pain. Because the environment is so great that you cannot compare with all the pain that you have ever experienced in life. Everybody will scatter around, running from one angle to one direction. Why? Asking for help, asking for protection. You go to your parent, the parent come to you. You go to the security guard, you go to the army will come out. Nobody can help me. No, I'm running, I'm looking for help. The only one who can help us is only Allah. Huwa Maulana Fansurna. He is our protector. So we only ask Him for protection and help. This is the area that a lot of people fail, yeah, to get close to the angels. Whether you like to get close or not, but he is close to you. Sometimes you don't like the angel to be close to you, but he is close to you. But he will record everything. So what I like to end today, brother and sister, please remember, when Allah talk about the angels to us, Allah is telling the believing male and female, we are not alone. Never ever think that you will be alone. No. So when you feel that there's angel with you, there's no fear anymore. Why must you fear? There's nothing for you to fear. The good angel is there, not only one, you have 2, 3. The Satan only one. One fight against 3. Who will win? 1 against 3, normally who win? 3 will win. So we just have to get closer to them, so you don't feel alone. You don't feel that you are, nobody is there to listen to you, to hear you. Allah is there, the angel is there. Just keep on praying and try your best to do what you think you can for the sake of Allah Rabbul Alameen, and always have plan to do good thing. You know, like we said, the eclipse of the moon just happened. Today is Saturday morning. Alhamdulillah, it's Allah's blessing that this hall was full out with our Jama'ah from 4:30 a.m. until Fajr. You know, we have the eclipse of the moon prayer here. And when this thing happened, also the Prophet, we hastened to pray and give sadaqah, do a lot of good thing. Why? Because he also very worried that by the eclipse of the moon or the sun, is like the sign of Qiyamah is coming very closely. So he do not want to waste time to do anything good before that day comes. So always remember, when there's something happen, first thing we must do, what can I do for Allah now? What kind of contribution that I can contribute? I better do it before it's too late. It's a reminder for all of us who believe about Al-Qiyamah, the day, the last day, inshallah. May Allah strengthen our iman by believing into the angels in the way that Allah wants us to believe, and also prepare ourselves for our departure, inshallah. If there's any question, now we open for Q&A. Fatafaddal. Mic, please. What is today's date? 29. I always like to ask. Alhamdulillah. Now, Fadda.
Assalamualaikum, Sheikh.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh.
I have 2 questions. First, about Kunut Subuh, which majority in most of the surah.
Fajr prayer.
So I would like to ask, if the Imam do the Kunut Subuh, what should I do? Is it I follow just Amin, or I can recite other things? Okay, second, about da'wah things. To da'wah to a non-Muslim.
To a not yet Muslim.
Not yet Muslim, sorry. Do we start with talk about Rukun Islam or Rukun Iman? Which one first? That's my question.
The first thing about Salatul Fajr Qunut, according to the Sunnah of the Prophets, according to the companions of the Prophets, Qunut was done for a short period, and then the Prophet abandoned it. And then nobody does Qunut for Fajr alone, until when there is a good reason, the 5 prayer, there will be a Qunut. But some scholars choose to make Qunut and fix it for every Fajr prayer. Now, if you're praying behind them every day, you know that Qunut Fajr every day is not following the Sunnah of the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Neither the companions. But can you still follow them? Yes. But can you follow them without saying Amin? Yes. Some scholars say, no, you follow Imam, you must follow everything. Because the meaning of Qunut also, when you are standing straight for a long time, also Qunut. Just without saying it, just stand, it's Qunut. Chinese Muslim, Indian Muslim, Pakistani Muslim, Arab Muslim, you have no problem. Because they try to follow the Prophet's way. Nusantara Muslim have their own way. But if you are a Chinese Muslim, normally they don't bother. No problem. But if a Malay Muslim, they create some problem. Why? Because they want you as a Malay must follow the majority. You go to China, 100 million are Muslim there. They don't do Qunut. You go to India, no Qunut. Back here, Qunut. 5, 6, 7 million of people in Mecca, no Qunut. Why? If this is something good, do you think the scholar, the great Imam, will abandon it? No. So there's nothing wrong. But you follow him while standing. Okay? To do da'wah, the first thing that you must introduce to all our not yet Muslim family members is about Allah. Let them know who is Allah, the Creator. If they can accept, then the Shahada will come in. If they can accept, there's no point to talk about Shahada. You ask a lot of the not yet Muslim, please remember this term here. From day one when I conduct my class, I always say not yet Muslim. Other class people say non-Muslim. But my class, not yet Muslim. Use that. Why? Because it's very important for da'wah. First you introduce Allah. How to introduce Allah? Ask them, do they believe in God? You go to China, you say, Allah, they can't. Because this alien word, this word is alien to them. Then you use Tian Gong. Tian Gong okay lah. Okay lah. Then they do believe. Yeah. Nobody can deny there is God. They only are confused. They do not want to be attached to it. That's all. Because the one who are misleading us is Shaitan. Shaitan believes in Allah. And that's how it goes. The devil that create all the problem with us, he believed in Allah. The only thing that he was cursed because he is too arrogant. He said to Allah, I'm better than Adam. Khalas. So we just have to bring them back. Believe in God. Allah, Ti Kong, Tian Kong. Normally people do believe. Yeah. I met up with a lot of atheists. Yeah. They're agnostic. They have no problem in believing God. The problem, they do not want to be attached to a particular religion. They want to be free. So talk about Allah first. One they can accept. At think they're ready for the Shahada. The Shahada is about one God. A lot of people always believe that one God is more easier than so many confused. You know, one is easier. Introduce that first. Yeah. That's why the Prophet was sent. Allah said, وَلَقَدْ بَعَثْنَا في كل أمة رسولا أن نعبد الله واجتنبوا الطاغوت. The first mission of all the messenger of Allah is to remind people about the Creator, Allah. In Japan, if you say Allah is an alien Arabic word for them, but if you say Creator, oh, they have no problem. So it's the word that you use at certain area. You know the Perlembagaan Negara Malaysia, the constitution of the country is what? Yang the first one? Kepercayaan kepada Tuhan. If you say, saya tak percaya Tuhan, that means you cannot be a Malaysian according to the law. Because there is rukun negara. You must believe in a God. Kepercayaan Tuhan. Yeah. So to Nusantara, Tuhan, senang, they can accept. But our Tuhan have a name. Their Tuhan we don't know. You see? So by introduce them the right name, may Allah make it easy. You know? Inshallah. And always remember, we don't give guidance. We just convey the knowledge. The one who gives guidance is Allah. Yeah? Always remember that. But never give up. The best da'wah, show good example. We must set a good example to show you see the difference, because I believe in Allah, that's why I'm like this. But if you are telling them to believe that, they look at you, you're worse than me, man. Then how can I follow you? You should follow me. The problem we are having today is the caller is worse than the one who has been called. So we must set a good example, inshallah. Question from the sisters? Fadal. There are two questions from the sisters. Pass the mic to the sister.
Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikum assalam wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh.
I have two questions. Since we talk about children today, I have a 9-month-old baby girl.
Allahu Akbar.
And I'm not sure, okay, if before I shower her, I've taken the wudu, the ablution. After I shower her, will I still have my wudu, or I have to take again?
Yeah, your wudu will not be invalid because of that. Our wudu will get invalid if anything come out from our body. Not that we touch the baby, maybe the baby after urinating on that we are washing, still we just wash the hand, our hand, but our wudu is still valid.
Until what age of her?
No. Until certain age, you know that you must teach the children, yeah, to have shyness, that they feel shy. Yeah, but if they are a girl, we are there to help them to show them how to clean themselves until they know how to clean by themselves. I give you one simple example. You are taking care of an elderly parent. They are adult now. They are helpless. You have to wash them. You may touch their private part. Example. Do that invalid your wudu? No. Your wudu only get invalid when anything comes out from you, from the front or behind. Passing of wind or you urinating, then your wudu is invalid. By touching others, it won't invalid your wudu.
Okay.
You understand the first question?
Yes.
Okay.
Second
Thanks.
question, for the zakat, Because some of us is actually auto deduction from the salary. Besides that, who else is eligible for the zakat? Means for the poor or?
In Surah Tawbah, I forget the ayah, you have an ayah that Allah make it very clear. The right of 8 groups of people who have the right for zakat. Not about building mosques, people dealing with human. Fuqara, masakin, poor and the needy. Amil, the one who organized, the collector, the worker, who go around and identify the poor, the needy, they also have right. Mu'allaf, reverts, who are new to Islam, or people who are not yet Muslim, but they are inclined to Islam, they are very close. You can help them with zakat money. Ibn Sabil, travelers who are stranded. A real traveler who was stranded, no more money to go home. But today you cannot travel without a through and flow ticket, So if you are stranded, just go to the computer and then you will get your ticket. Maybe they just pay a compound 100 ringgit. So you must be wise. Today a lot of people are not sincere. How many now? 5. Fi sabilillah. Those who struggle for the sake of Allah, those who are involved in calling people for the sake of Allah, they have to travel, they need support, to go out and call the people, are those who fight in the way of Allah. Gharimin. Number 7, those who survive through owing people money. And that means those who have a lot of debts. For survival, everybody is having debt today. You buy a car, you buy a house, so nobody pays zakat today. No. That is a different kind of debt. That means you really live day-to-day survival. Then you have to take that, and then you have no means to pay back. So you can have some zakat to help you to pay your debt. Lastly is riqab, free a slave. We don't have slave now. So you still have 7 groups. This is what Allah said, not what we said. Tawbah 62. 60. Surah Tawbah verses 60. That is the group that Allah have mentioned.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome, sister. Next, Sister Anita.
Assalamualaikum, Ustaz.
Waalaikum salam warahmatullahi.
I have 4 questions. The first one is, what are the supplications that we can recite at night so that the blessings are as if we have been worshipping Allah for the whole entire night? That's the first question.
Okay, let me go answer one by one. There's many dua that the Prophet recommend us to recite. I would say the minimum is to say Bismikallahumma amutu wa ahya, because it relates to the sleeping. Oh Allah, with your name I'm going to sleep, or I'm going to die. Sleeping is like dying, and with your name I will survive again if Allah wills. By just that recitation, because you remember Allah before you sleep, your sleeping is considered as an ibadah. Simple as that. Of course, there are many dua you want to recite. You can keep Al-Fatiha, Ayatul Kursi, the 2 last ayat of Surah Al-Baqarah, the 3 Kul, all is recommended to recite. Why? So that we are busy remembering Allah until we fall asleep. Then it is a good ending. So the whole night is considered an act of ibadah, because Allah also wants us to sleep, because our body have right upon us. The minimum, Bismikallahumma amutu wa ahya.
So with that one verse, it's as if we are worshipping Allah.
Correct.
The entire night. Okay. First
Because
question.
sleeping is an act of worship actually. By sleeping with the name of Allah, remembering Him, and with the intention, of course, we are going to wake up. And not wake up to eat only, wake up to worship Him again. And that's why the minute we wake up, we say, Alhamdulillahillazi ahyana ba'dama amatana wa ilayhi nushur. And then we are going into the washroom with our left leg in, and then make dua, and then coming out after taking wudu to pray our Fajr prayer. Example, that's why the whole action that we are doing is an act of ibadah. You remember the dua, the ayat that Allah reminds us, Qul inna salati wa nusuki wa mahyaya wa mamati lillahi. Everything is for Allah. What you do in this life, you're living, you're working, you're eating, you're drinking, you're dressing, you're sleeping, can be an ibadah. Now, next.
Second question is, I have some confusion. I was under the impression that before the doomsday, the last day, those who are Muslims will die. Allah will get all those worshipping Allah. They will die first before doomsday. Is that understanding correct?
Yes, there will be some sign. Allah Rabbul Alamin, with His mercy, because the Prophet did mention, as long as there's one human still remember Allah, Qiyamah will not happen. Okay? And then the Prophet said again, you will never come across a period, a time where there's nobody that remember Allah. Okay? So these two hadiths seems to contradict each other. When there is one person who still remember Allah, Qiyamah will not happen. And other hadith said, you will never come across a time or a period that no one that do not mention the word of Allah. As though there's no Qiyamah. More because the first blow also, anything that died, that Allah allowed to die, those who allowed survive, those good people will die first.
So Muslims will still be around, but the non-believers, the non-practicing Muslim.
No, as long as they are Muslim, they will die with the first blow. Because the severe one is the second one, when everything is coming up. Allah will spare the life of those who ignore Him, because Allah wants them to experience the doomsday, because they don't believe in the doomsday. For us who believe in the doomsday, khalas, even they are not a good practicing person, but they do believe. Okay?
Third question, when we are resurrected, are we all at the same age or are we different?
Yeah, it's a beautiful question. Number one, the height will be the same, like Adam and Eve. 60 arm length, our height. Now we are 4 feet, 5 feet, 6 feet over there. This is all length. The dwarf. No more, all a big size. Yeah? Age group, yes. The Prophet gave a general statement. The people of paradise, their age will never go more than 40 years old, 30 plus. But again, remember the word number 30 plus at that time is not like our time. Only Allah knows. Remember, you have to stand only one day. Yawm al-Qiyamah, only one. That's why you call Yawm day. If many days, al-yawm. Yeah, ayyam, many, but day, only one day. But remember, one day is equivalent to our calculation 50,000 years. You stand in front of Allah for 50,000 years. None of us have stand for 5 hours. That day, 50,000. Yeah? So the age is around that. That's why one day, Aisha was there, and an old lady came to the Prophet and asked the Prophet, Ya Rasulullah, can I go to paradise? The Prophet said, paradise has no old people. So this woman cried and walked away. So if paradise has no old people, gone case. I cannot be in paradise anymore. You know? Then the Prophet, Aisha was shocked, no? That means you are saying, see, now she's crying. Then the Prophet called, somebody called back the old lady. He said, oh my ummah, what I mean is, paradise, nobody is old. You are old here. But when you enter paradise, everyone will look young. Then that woman start to smile again. Yeah. Sometimes we forget there's no old people over there. Here you have old. And when we talk to some children, young children, what happened when we grow old? They say, when you grow super duper old. They use the term now, young people. We also don't use that term before. Now the young people, super duper old. I say, at that time you're old, but I'm old, but my grandfather will be super duper old. We are learning a lot of new words from our young people today. Allahu Akbar. Beautiful words. They remind us of a lot of things. See how smart the children today, how alert about the environment. Next, last one.
The fourth question is regarding the eclipse. Is it okay for someone, for me actually, to pray the prayer alone and not in congregation, and it is even after the eclipse has passed, because I have actually I woke up late, so I didn't catch the eclipse prayer. So is it valid, my prayer, if I were to do it after the eclipse and alone, not in congregation?
Yeah. One first thing, when come to the praying of the eclipse of the sun or the moon, the Prophet command us to do it congregationally. As-salatul jami'ah. And the Prophet, if you fail to be in the congregation, then you don't have to pray, because the prayer will also come with a khutbah. And there's only the unique prayer of Salatul Khusuf, every rakat 2 ruku'. No? You make after Fatiha, Surah, you make ruku'. After ruku', Sami Allahu liman hamidah, Rabbana, you start to recite Fatiha on Surah again. So it's a unique prayer, and the Prophet wants you to do it in congregation, in a group. Yeah? Now again, when you wake up, the eclipse have gone, then finish. The prayer only started when the eclipse start. You can still delay, but once the eclipse is gone, that means no more eclipse prayer. You can start to pray while the eclipse is still there, either from the beginning if you can, but sometimes the eclipse, like this last Saturday morning, the eclipse start at 2 something, and full eclipse start at 3 something, and it start to end 5 something. Long hour. Now, that's why we decided Al-Qadim broadcast that we are going to pray at 4:30, 4:45, 4:30, 4:45 sharp. But Allah Kareem, even you look at Masjid Negara, we have some friend went to Masjid Negara and performed the prayer. Hardly any people there. We have more people than Masjid Negara. Allah Karim here opened the heart of a lot of good brothers and sisters. Surprising, we have some youths who overnight here, for the eclipse. It's good because the Prophet Aisha said when the eclipse start, when the Prophet alert, immediately he stopped. He stopped, even sleeping. If he's doing something, he just stopped, and he's going out to perform the prayer. And that's why he calls Salatul Jamia. Now, we today don't really can feel the darkness. Why? Because of the electricity. But in the time of the Prophet, when the eclipse completely, you can feel the darkness. Today, life have changed. You don't feel that kind of feeling do not exist anymore. But when you look at the moon, when it starts, you can start to pray. One, the eclipse end, the prayer end. We got that, sis, inshallah. Next time, if you encounter all this, when you see any broadcast from us, you can try, but maybe it's a distance from people who are far away. But then, alhamdulillah, we have people came all the way from Ampang area, Syukur, alhamdulillah. This is once, maybe a year, maybe 1 in 10 years. Naam, sister.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
My question, on Friday, we are encouraged to recite Surah Al-Kahfi.
Naam.
And if we try our best to read the whole surah, but then there are times that we cannot fulfill until which ayah that we can at least recite. So at least we have recite the Al-Kahfi.
Alhamdulillah, if possible, recite the first to the 10 ayat of Surah Al-Kahfi, or the last 10 ayat. You know, sometimes when the Prophet says something, if you can do the whole, alhamdulillah. If you can't, the Prophet still guide you to do the minimum. 10 ayah. I think 10 is okay. It don't take more than 5 minutes. So do your level best. So that's why I'm saying it's beautiful. It's like when Ali and another companion was competing based on when the Prophet said, who memorized the Quran? Who memorized the Quran today, example? So Ali quickly said, Qul huwallahu ahad, Allahu samad, lam yalid wa lam yulad, wa lam yakul lahu kufuwan ahad. Qul huwallahu ahad, Allahu samad, lam yalid wa lam yulad, wa lam yakul lahu kufuwan ahad. Qul huwallahu ahad, Allahu samad, lam yalid wa lam yulad, wa lam yakul lahu kufuwan ahad. 3 times Qul huwallah, I have memorized the Quran. I have recited the whole Quran because once each of Surah Al-Ikhlas is 1/3 of the Quran. Then, of course, who is faster than Muhammad? You see, because the Prophet said, the whole surah, who have recited the whole Quran. So he recited 3 times Qul Huwallah. Can we recite Qul Huwallah 3 times every day? You cannot say. So everybody, alhamdulillah, is getting the reward of the whole Quran. But if you recite more, of course, there are more reward because of the kalima. The kulli kalima ashru amsaliha, every letter you get 10 rewards. So you can recite 10 ayat from the beginning, alhamdulillah lazi, to how's the 10 ayat end? No, I also cannot remember. The first 10 ayat. Lam yajal iwaja qayyiman liza ba'shan shadidal min ladun, until the end, at the last ayat of the 10 ayat. It ends with rashada. It ends with rashada. Any last question? Naam. Doktor, naam. Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Naam. To know Allah, correct. I think the worry that we have is the intention. The intention of the people misusing the word of Allah. That's why in the Middle East is anyone who use Allah, no problem at all. Only in our area, because they are misusing the word, playing with the word of Allah. We don't like people to do this. You know? Because if you are not careful, now they can open a bar and put Bismillah. How can? So we want them to honor our right. You know? It's just like we honor the name of Jesus. You know, we don't abuse any other name of other people's belief. But we don't want people who purposely want to misuse the word to create confusion. That's why we are very careful here. To the extent now, because we argue about these words, and one party say our right, why you fight? We know you're using that before, but why suddenly you want to bring it up and make it like a problem, become like a political issue? That's why we don't entertain. And later on they said, now you cannot use musalla, you cannot use the term fiqh, you cannot use the term masjid. Your place of worship, you cannot say musalla. Because musalla, we know this is only for Muslim. We have used that name. They have never used that name before. So we would don't want them to make confusion to other people. You have your word temple. Temple. We don't go and say, I want to name my temple Musalla. Why you do that now? That means you are creating an unnecessary problem. You have been using temple all the way. That's how it goes. You know? It's just like when we have the word halal. So you cannot just use that word, that logo anywhere you like. No. We Muslims never put Jesus' name in our shoes and then we step on it. No. Because we believe in Jesus. We all know all the prophets. But some people just want to put Allah's name, yeah, and then they step on it. That's not good. We never do this to others. Why they want to play with the word of Allah? We don't like that to happen. So we hope everybody have this feeling, yeah, of respecting, yes, other people's belief. You know? When I'm so used with this term, then you don't use to that, then you don't use. Yeah? Brothers and sisters, may Allah accept all our prayer, forgive all our sins, strengthen our iman, give us ongoing guidance that when we have problem, always remember, go back to Allah to seek, yeah, judgment, to seek justice, inshallah. Before we end, the uncle of our Jama'ah, Sister Ajwa, is in the ICU. His name is Ahmad Fuad bin Muhammad Yusuf. Let us make a prayer for the uncle of Sister Ajwa. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah bil alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Allahumma anta salam sallimhu. Allahumma yassirhu wa la tu'assirhu ya Rahman ya Rahim. Tahur insyaallah, la ba's tahur insyaallah. Ya Hayyu ya Qayyum bi rahmatika nastaghith. Allahumma anta salam. Allahumma anta syafi' ishfihi. Allahumma anta hayyun qayyum. Ya Hayyun ya Qayyum. Ya Hayyun ya Qayyum. Ya Hayyun Ya Qayyum Nastaghith. O Allah, we seek your mercy and your blessing to strengthen the iman of Ahmad Fuad bin Muhammad Yusuf. Make his heart, his mind, his tongue remember you, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim. Remember the word La ilaha illallah. O Allah, make it easy for him, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim, and don't make it difficult for him, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim. O Allah, we believe that any kind of sickness is an act of purification. Purify his sin, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim, and forgive him for what he have done, and make it easy for him to go through this trial, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim, Ya Jal Jalal Ikram. Allah, increase patience in him, and also make it easy for those who attend to him, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim, Ya Jal Jalal Ikram, and make his parents and his family have peace, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim, and stay connected to you, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim. To you we came, and to you we belong, and to you we are going back, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim. If anything that you want to end, oh Allah, make him have a good ending, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim. Allahumma khtim lahu bi husnil qatima, wa la tahtim alayhi bi su'il qatima. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار وصلى الله على محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين والحمد لله رب العالمين آمين يا رب العالمين سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.